There's one thing that I've come to learn about travelling anywhere in Spain is never listen to Google Maps. Lots of people want to move to Spain for the peace and quiet. In the town I'm in today, you can buy a property for less than 50,000 euros. Join me as I explore Novelda. But first of all, wait until you see this. This is absolutely beautiful. Way up in the hillside, outside the town of Novelda in Spain. And I've got to say, the stonework on this building, on this church, is absolutely amazing. Let's take a walk inside this old chapel. It's absolutely amazing. I wonder if it's still in use on a daily basis. Wow. Has an organ. We'll have to go and see this. Oh, I couldn't make this up. Couldn't make this up at all. This is why we're in Novelda. This is marble. Sometimes in life, you land in the right place in the right moment, in the right time. I think today was one of those moments. The chances of you turning up in the remote wilderness, the mountains at the site, and then someone starts playing the organ inside this absolutely amazing building. Wonderful. Can't make up. Now this isn't the reason I'm here. I'm not here to see this absolutely amazing building, and Carl will be devastated that I am here on my own. But this area, all around this area, you'll see big marble factories. Factories where they take the marble that they've cut out the rock, out the hillside, out the mountains, and they turn it into tiles and worktops. In this area, not far from here, there's a town where the population has nearly 100% employment due to the marble in the area. Depiction of the Last Supper. They're doing some work up here also to restore and look after old original buildings on this site. As you can see, they're restoring part of the walls over there. So Novelda Castle has been on this site since the Middle Ages, way before Christians ever took over this site. And it's a hill fort, just like many around the time, around Europe. And I've got to say, this is absolutely fantastic. Sorry, Carl, I'll bring you here the next time. Go out one of the old entrances into the old castle, the modern building, and then when the Christians took over Spain and they built their own monuments to God. Spain is so much more than the costas and sitting on the beach. There's so much more to it. It's a fantastic country. You must visit as much of the interior of Spain as you can. It is a place where a lot of people like to buy property, and that's what this video is really about. The town of Novelda, you can buy a house for under 50,000 euros. So let's go and explore the town. On the side of the castle, the old castle that is from the 12th to the 15th centuries. It's good that they're repairing and they're starting to restore these old structures. The first thing that you notice when you drive down from the castle and everything is you drive down this amazing driveway into the town. Lots of new buildings around. It's not the new buildings that we're here for. Let's face it, you're not going to get the new builds for 50 grand. And one of the best signs, and it is the funniest sign, the Golden M. With all this marble about it, it has to be the Golden M. Yes, the Golden M is the McDonald's sign. The McDonald's sign. It does have a McDonald's, it has a lot of other amenities also. It's a fantastic little town. Let's take a look around this lovely little area in the town. You can just imagine them all overgrown in the summer, sit in the shade. What a lovely little park. And this must be a fountain, I see. It's beautiful, isn't it? Fountain's not been on for a while. Water's a bit stagnant. The leaves and such. Well, yeah, this is lovely. Right, let's try and find the area. There are a lot of new builds. You see over there are a lot of new apartment blocks being built. It's the 2 stories. So it's not a typical little Spanish village that has nothing here at all. It's got McDonald's and lots of employment. Watch the video about buying houses and the websites that we generally use. I'm going to use Think Spain for this video. I'm going to use Think Spain and I'm going to use that website to try and locate properties under 50,000 euros. Yes, under 50,000 euros. That's absolutely nothing. When you think about what you could buy and what you couldn't buy for 50,000 euros. People buy cars for 50,000 euros. They don't buy houses for 50,000. Not in the UK. One thing about these websites, they never show you the exact location. They never show you the front of the house. But there are a lot of properties like this one that are being work done to it. And then there are some fantastic properties also that have been refurbished and look absolutely amazing. Like this one here. Fantastic building. But then right next to it you do have a lot of the older buildings. It's along streets like this where you get these buildings and you can get them for under 50,000 euros. The bit about it is only around about 28 minutes to Alicante airport for here. Saying it's around about 15 minutes to Elche, if you want to go to Elche. So it's not that far out the way. It's a reasonable sized town. It does also have a market on a weekday. They do love a kebab shop here, don't they? They do love a kebab shop. A town that has a building with architecture like this on the front has to be worth looking at. And even though this is a one-way street, yes it is on a road, there are people who do invest and make these properties really nice. So is it one of those little towns that could be potentially up and coming here in Spain? Is it a town that is maybe just past its best, or the best is maybe just to come? And the mainstay of these small villages here in Spain are obviously the town squares. And this is the main town square, I think. I might be wrong. In Novelda. And I've got to say, I'm sure that building over here, the last time we were here, was getting a lot of work done to it. And it looks like it's had new windows and everything installed. Which is interesting. It's definitely one of those little villages that's definitely worth looking at. If you're thinking about buying a property in Spain. And you know what I love about this area of Spain also? This is the inner geek in me. The marble that they have on the pavements. This is grind marble. People put this in their houses back home in the UK. And here in Spain, they have it marble paved streets. And then the bandstand. Let's go up onto the bandstand. They're obviously cutting down some of the trees. Getting ready for the summer. And it is one of those little towns where it is all one-way little streets. But it's fantastic. But I've not been able to find the property that I was looking for that was under €50,000. But there are lots of apartments in this town, that are well under €50,000. So if you're fed up with the prices in Torrevieja, because let's face it, the price per square metre in some parts of Torrevieja have went up 45%. Yes, that's correct, 45%. Some of the prices have went up. There's a little cafe bar. Let's see if that's open. So if you're looking for a bargain here in Spain and you're not fussy about being next to the seaside, oh, it's closed. And there's a Santander bank down there. So if you do want to look at property in this area, I'll put a link to, it's Think Spain. Just go to the Think Spain website, type in Novelda, and you'll be surprised, because even though I'm talking about prices of property being under €50,000, there are a lot of properties around here at the £300,000, £400,000, £500,000 euro mark, and even up to 6.5 million. So there are a lot of high-end properties also. But if you're looking for a little village in Spain to spend your retirement, or maybe you're just sick of the rat race, you want away from the 9 to 5 and you can work remotely, you want to find a nice little village where you can buy a property, an apartment for under €50,000, try Novelda. You can always tell that a town, now I can't remember whether, it does have a market also, an indoor market. It'll probably be closed at this time of day. But a good way that you can tell that a town square is busy with all the seats, tables for people. I'll go out for a tapas. Be a Spanish little town without some ice cream. They do love their ice cream. Let's just walk down some of the side streets. Oh, the Amazon Prime guy's about to take someone out. This one is for sale. Nice little townhouse. Looks onto the square. Good things about little towns like this in Spain as well. It's a slower pace of life. Because let's face it, you don't want the hustle and bustle of the city. You want to be relaxed. It always amazes me when you get a rundown property like that. That's probably, no one knows who the owner is. And then you've got a brand new block right next to it. Brand new apartment block. And then as we go down the street, there's other buildings that have been modernised. Buildings like this, that's up for sale. And I'll zoom in just in case any of you want to check out the website. There you go. That's the website. Check out the price of that building. Because it could be an absolute bargain. And I've got to say, the market up here is absolutely fantastic. Sorry I couldn't get into it today, it was a bit later in the day. Oh, there's bingo. There we go. Bingo. Right, on that note, I need to head back to where the car is. The thing the town does take pride in is its stonework. Obviously due to all the marble quarries in the area. And yes, this is right outside a supermarket. Nice little square. And on that note, I hope you've enjoyed this video looking around at Novelda. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And if you're still watching at this point, there is a new way that you can help the channel. Due to the fact that the likes of Google, the likes of YouTube take around about 30% of any payments that people make to the channel. So if you click the first link that's in the description of the video, if you want to donate to the channel, help us make more of these videos, please do. Be much appreciated. Hasta luego.